What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikaPikaPapa, and Pokemon 151 is officially upon us. Pre-orders are coming out and selling out, and it is starting to feel real, and I couldn't be more excited to bring this video to you guys today. Now, listen, if you're looking for a video where you're going to look at a bunch of cardboard, you're going to talk about the cool artwork, which it's epic cardboard of epic artwork of epic Pokemon, this is not it. Instead, we're going to be doing a data deep dive, as we always do. Like, we're going to be looking at how similar sets have performed in the past to give us some idea of how Pokemon 151 might perform in the future. Now, we have done a lot of deep dives into booster boxes and ETBs and Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs for regular mainline sets. We haven't done a lot of research recently into these specialty sets, right? The non-booster box sets. So in this video, we're going to look at a lot of that, and it is really compelling, really interesting, just awesome data, which, listen, we're all pumped about 151, but the biggest thing in collecting and investing is you also have to use your head a little bit, right? Like, our hearts is telling us how beautiful this is, but we also want to layer some data in there to make sure that we're spending our money on some great products, which we will do now. Now, with that being said, hey, listen, I want to say a huge happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Like, this has been an amazing community. We have made some amazing friendships here, and I know a lot of you are dads out there, so happy Father's Day from me to you. I know that you guys are out there grinding 365 days out of the year, and just know that your families appreciate everything that you do. And speaking of which, we are over 2,000 subscribers, and I am so appreciative for each and every one of you out there. My goal every day is to try and bring you the best content that I can, and I love the friendships that we're building. So with that being said, if this kind of data approach is something that gets you excited, hey, listen, we'd love to have you as a member of this community. Give us a subscribe, hit a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I respond to all of them personally. Now, with all of that cool stuff out of the way, listen, the reality is we did a video on this on April 7th, okay? So the cool thing is, now that we've talked about this a couple months ago, we can do a refresh. Now that the hype is real, now that the product's coming out, we can take a look and see how some of these numbers might have changed or what we think could happen. So I'm really excited when I have the opportunity to do this, and let's get into it right now. All right, everybody. So the first thing I want to do is, speaking of that amazing community that we're building, I want to give a big heartfelt thank you to CHS10. So he is a member of our Discord channel. On Friday, I was walking through Disney with my family celebrating PikaPikaMama's birthday, and guess what? I got a message on Discord saying that Pokemon 151 was available on the Pokemon Center. We sat down as a family because we were so excited in the middle of Disney, and we ordered our fill. Now, at first I thought, hey, maybe I should wait till we get back to the hotel room, but then I was like, you know, it's just going to be in my mind all day. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have our pre-orders in. Thank goodness we did. This product sold out immediately. I mean, within a couple hours, but as fast as I've seen any Pokemon product sell out in recent memory. Now, the question is, this seems to be a little bit of a fundamental shift in the Pokemon Center exclusive area. And now, why do I say that? Well, you can get Brilliant Stars and Lost Origin Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs to this day. They're still available at MSRP on Pokemon Center. And we all think that those are going to be two of the top 3 or top 4 sets in the Sword and Shield era. So obviously the sets are super hyped, yet there's still plenty of product available when it comes to Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. Then we talk about base set Scarlet and Violet, which isn't particularly the best set of all time, right? And one of them is sold out and one of them is still available. We talk about Paldea Evolved, probably in the same boat, might not go down as the best set in all of Scarlet and Violet, yet all of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs are sold out. This goes back all the way to Crown Zenith, right? In Crown Zenith, I kind of thought, I was like, hey, they're switching from yellow borders to silver borders, so maybe these Pokemon Center exclusive Crown Zenith products are going to be a little short printed. Like, I had this hypothesis that all the Crown Zenith product that is going to be printed is already printed. Doesn't mean it's not housed in warehouses, doesn't mean they don't have millions and millions of packs still left to put out in the community, but my thought was that whatever is going to be already is, simply because they had to switch the printers over to silver borders. So I wasn't surprised when I've seen that, but seeing this trend, product after product after product, and even with restocks, right? Like Crown Zenith got restocked, sold out. Scarlet and Violet, Violet box came out, sold out. Paldea Evolved has had a couple restocks, sold out. Like, it is amazing to see the fact that these products are being restocked and immediately sold out. So maybe these Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs are truly being exclusive now. Now, the fact that the 151 sold out as fast as it did just confirms what we all knew. We all knew that this was a really hyped product. We all know that a bunch of people are excited about it. So the fact that it sold out really quickly just goes to confirm that fact, right? Which, not a big surprise, but still a couple of hours. Just absolutely insane. I'm so thrilled. And again, thank you, CHS10. I would be racked with regret if we weren't able to get our pre-orders in. But I will say this, they will restock this product. If you haven't get it, don't be racked with regret like I just said. Just understand that you will get another shot at this. I absolutely promise you. Now, Let's talk about the data that I was referring to. So what I did is I looked at Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, and I looked at the first 4 sets that came out for each era, okay? So it always starts off, the first 3 are your regular sets that come out with booster boxes, right? And then the 4th one is a specialty set. So in Sun and Moon you have Shining Legends, and Sword and Shield you had Champion's Path, and those don't have booster boxes, right? Those are only available in Elite Trainer boxes. That's the biggest pack content product that you can get. Now what we did was we've learned that, hey, if we're gonna use MSRP as a baseline, we need to give it a little bit of a haircut. So I took MSRP pricing for all of these, and I took 20% off. I think that feels good. We don't buy booster boxes when they come out at MSRP. Same thing for Elite Trainer boxes. Then I put in their current price, the number of months the product has been out, and that gives us an annualized rate of return, okay? So now when I look at the same things, when I look at Shining Legends, when I look at Champion Path, they have an average rate of return of about 45%. Absolutely crazy numbers, okay? They have outperformed every single regular set that has come out in Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield in that first 4 set quadrant. So even when you look at the best performing one, which is Sword and Shield base set at a 32% rate of return, those specialty sets have crushed them. Again, 45% average rate of return. One other thing I wanted to call out on this slide is when you look at Burning Shadows and Darkness Ablaze, I think that's really important to talk about because we have Obsidian Flames, which is coming out relatively soon, right? Burning Shadows has a 24% rate of return. Darkness Ablaze has a 6% rate of return. It's all because of the Zard, right? Burning Shadows has a $300 chase Zard in it. Darkness Ablaze has a $30, $40, $50 chase Zard in it. So when we look at Obsidian Flames, I think it's going to have an absolute awesome chase Zard in it. So I expect it to be more Burning Shadows, less Darkness Ablaze. I already have my Elite Trainer box pre-orders in for Obsidian Flames. I think it's going to be a great set. Just wanted to call that out while we're in here. Now, next thing that we look at here, I told you we were going to look at all of the specialty sets. So I'm going to take a minute and explain what we did here. You're going to see Pokemon Go and Shining Fates are highlighted in a different color, right? They're in a different color because you can still find these all over the place at retail, okay? You can find these at Walmart, you can find these in Target. So I pull them out because it's unfair to add those in when we're comparing them to all these other products that have had some time to marinate that are no longer available at MSRP, because that's really what we're looking at. We're trying to see the growth trajectory of these products after they're past their MSRP period. I also want to call out, I didn't include Crown Zenith simply because of the same fact, right? Crown Zenith ETBs, you can find them everywhere. It's also too new, so Crown Zenith isn't in here either. Now, Detective Pikachu is another thing I wanted to call out. There were no booster boxes, so I used the collector's chest. It comes with 7 packs, all kinds of goodies in it. The closest thing I could find to an Elite Trainer box. Now, with that being said, look at the absolute ridiculous rate of returns on all of these products, okay? You look at Hidden Fates, 46%, Detective Pikachu, 41%, Dragon Magistry, almost 58% rate of return, Shining Legends, 43%, Celebrations, 55%, Pokemon 151 might feel a little Celebrations-esque, right? Like lots of similarities between 151 and Celebrations at only 20 months old, sitting at a 55% rate of return. And I want to call out, these are regular ETBs, right? There's a Pokemon Center exclusive Celebrations ETB. That's not this one. This is just the regular Elite Trainer box, right? Then you have Champion's Path coming in at 44.6%. So I share this with you not only because we want to keep this front of mind when we're looking at Pokemon 151. This gives us all of the data, all of the actual rates of return of all of the specialty ETBs for the last 2 eras, but keep this in mind as future ones come out as well, and obviously I'll refresh this data as it comes out. But it is amazing to look at the average out of stock rate of return, so pulling out Pokemon Go, pulling out Shining Fates, is 48%. That is absolutely lunacy. And this is across multiple years, across multiple products, across multiple chase cards. Like overall, it is just incredible to see that. So then we get into this, okay? I thought, because I'm a Pika maniac, I guess, I don't know. I thought, okay, 48% rate of return is awesome, but I'm always thinking, is that the best rate of return? Are there other products out there where I could get the same or better rate of return and take less risk? Or how do I always protect the downside? We talk about that, right? So in the recent video, we looked at the last 8 years worth of rate of return for all of the sets, the last 8 years, the ones that have booster boxes. So we looked at their Elite Trainer box, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, and we looked at their booster boxes, okay? So 69 total products that we got to look at. Out of the 69 products that we looked at, only 18 had a higher rate of return over the last 8 years. So 18 out of the 69 products over the last 8 years only 18 of them at a higher rate of return than those specialty ETBs. It's just absolutely crazy. And then when you look at this, you're also seeing that the green is what designates a higher rate of return. A lot of it is in that Elite Trainer box column. So when we talk about 151 coming out in Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, when we talk about even the regular Elite Trainer boxes, hey, if you don't want to spend the premium on the Elite Trainer box and you just want to get some regular Elite Trainer boxes, they have a very strong rate of return. I do think Pokemon Center exclusive ones are the way to go. But I don't want anybody paying a mint. At the end of the day, this is going to be an amazing product with some amazing cards. I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. And I don't want you to feel bad if you can't get a Pokemon Center exclusive ETB, because as you see here, regular Elite Trainer boxes have performed really well in the long run. And if you look at Crown Zenith, which again is too new, it's not on here, even Crown Zenith regular ETBs, even the fact that you can buy them at MSRP, they're still holding up really, really, really well. So with that being said, listen, couple other things. We got to talk about the ultra premium boxes. Like, I feel like a lot of times this is a product that flies a little under the radar. And for me, I was surprised at the rate of returns. Like, I felt Celebrations was going to be really strong. We all know about Charizard being Charizard, but I was actually surprised at the Arceus, and I was surprised about the Sun and Moon Z and Z Ultra Premium Collection boxes. So these are going to be available in retail, right? The Pokemon 151s are going to be available at retail. So again, another product you don't have to worry about FOMOing or massively pre-ordering. I think you'll be able to get these at a discount to MSRP versus those Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs where no matter what, you're going to pay MSRP for. So what was interesting to me, I looked at the Arceus box first, okay? So I started with the newest and I worked my way to the oldest. You look at the Arceus, that was a GameStop exclusive. The price tag was $100, but you could do a buy two, get one free, all kinds of discounts at GameStop. So it took 20% haircut, and I said, okay, if you buy it for $80, it's up to $106. So only $6 over MSRP, but it's really 62% ROI because none of us bought this at MSRP. So, I mean, looking at a rate of return of 62% for an Arceus box, that's actually really strong. Now, it is on a little bit of a downward in the right trajectory. But not bad at all if you got in here for 80. I know I bought 3 at the buy 2, get 1 free price, so I'm very happy with that. The Charizard is the box that gave me some pause when I was thinking about Scarlet and Violet 151 Ultra Premium Collection. Now, the Pokemon Company isn't dumb. They know how hyped this product is. Obviously, they saw how quickly the Pokemon Center exclusive product sold out. They are going to take advantage of this. Now, I'm not saying they're going to print as many as they did for the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying the Charizard might be an example of what could happen for a very hyped product, all right, like Pokemon 151 is going to be. And then if everybody piles in the beginning, this is an example of why I'm going to kind of hit the pause button here for these ultra premium boxes. So Charizard came out at $119.99, $120, right? Most of us were able to get it in the $100 range. Some of us now you can get it for $85 still, which is really, really crazy, in the high 80s, low 90s. So if you can do that, you got a little bit more of a rate of return, but the rate of return on this has really been 1%. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a believer in this in the long run. I do think in the long run, the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection is going to be a great buy and hold. That day is just not today. So that product needs more time to mature and grow out, but I do think this is an example of what happens if we overhype an Ultra Premium Collection. That is going to be available at retail. So take this as a cautionary tale for Scarlet and Violet 151 Ultra Premium boxes. All right. Then you look at Celebration. The Celebrations one, I think, is a whole different kettle of fish, right? Like the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, you had the metal cards, you had the 2 gold cards, you had the regular Celebrations packs in there, then you had the Sword and Shield packs in there as well. Like, this was a really hyped, really ultra premium product, and it has performed really well. So I don't think that this is going to be a like for like. There was also much less of this printed. I do expect this 151 to be heavily printed, so... And then the Z and Z box, hey, listen, it took a long time for this one to find some returns, but it finally did. It's finally up to a rate of return of 32%. It came out, it was flat, then it had these periods where it went up a little bit, then it kind of crashed, and now it's coming back up a little bit. Again, for me, I still think that this is going to be a good comparison to the Charizard and how it performed. I think it's going to drop down maybe into the $100 range. I think it's going to flatline there for a while. I think they're going to print a ton of this, and I'm only sharing all of this actual data with you guys because I don't want anybody freaking out, right? I want everybody to be calm. I want everybody to feel empowered to know that they're going to have opportunities to buy this in the future. So, with that being said, in summary, listen, this is an awesome set with awesome cards and gobs of height, and rightfully so. The biggest thing that I want to say to this amazing community is stick to your collecting investing plan, right? No exceptions. Don't change. Don't switch anything up. Don't think that because this sold out in a matter of hours that you need to go on the secondary market and pre-order and pay a premium for it. It will be restocked. The Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs will be restocked. I know the Build and Battle decks are sold out as well. Just remember, if you want the product, there's going to be plenty of product available for you to purchase. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be vigilant and keep an eye on the Pokemon Center for when it does get restocked, because I guarantee it'll sell out again like that as soon as it comes back into stock. I do want to say this, my cautionary tale is Pokemon can absolutely outsupply demand. And by that I mean the driver of price is supply and demand. Two facets, right? Like we just talked about with the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection box, right? Demand was through the roof, but no matter how high the demand was, Pokemon Company just kept printing and printing and printing and printing. So no matter the demand, they outsupplied the demand. That can very much happen with this set. I don't think that's going to happen with Pokemon exclusive ETBs, but I do fully expect there to be tons of regular ETBs, tons of boxes out there, tons of Ultra Premium collections. I think Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs is going to be the way to go for this. And listen, I do think no matter what you buy, again, even if you end up with regular ETBs at a huge discount to MSRP, I think there's going to be a high probability of long-term price appreciation. Just look at what those regular Celebration ETB boxes did. 55% rate of return for regular ETBs. I think this set is going to do really well no matter what product you get your hands on. Don't sleep on Obsidian Flames. Sometimes we get really distracted. We get really dialed in on the hot product. Listen, don't sleep on Obsidian Flames. I think Obsidian Flames is going to perform well. It might not be the biggest set in the Scarlet and Violet era, but I think when we're looking at the places we can make investments now, I think pre-ordering some Obsidian Flames is good. And that premium box that's supposed to come out in December, don't sleep on that either. Again, it's going to have some really nostalgic cards in there. It's going to be ultra premium. I hear it could go as high as $250 a box. Listen, high prices lead to exclusivity, which usually leads to really strong price appreciation in the future. So, hey, make an investing plan, stick to it, have a ton of fun, collect what makes you happy. And if you've made it to the end of this video and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, become a member of the community. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Questions or comments, drop them down below. I hope everybody has an epic day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.